Hello, everybody. This is Sean, and welcome back to episode number 29 of our Rimworld Alpha 15 Fallville Let's Play. We're on Cassandra, extreme difficulty permadeath with a tundra colony building outside. And when we left off, our colony of Fallville had just come to realize that their kill box was very poorly designed. So, in between episodes, I did a little bit of modifications here. I built this kill box because normally I like to build around a swamp, and if I don't have a swamp, before that I would always just build a nice big square kill box. Usually it would be 24 by 24, so you'd end up with a big, basically a kill zone like that, and it would just be turrets. So like here, it'd just be like turrets along this side and turrets along the front, and then little cubby holes for the guys to duck through on both sides. But I see a lot of people on the sub suggesting that these long cylindrical kill boxes are really useful. So I thought I'd give that a try in this game. And while I'm not thrilled about it, I think that this redesign will definitely help. So I'm moving all of these stone slag obstacles up to these rows here. So you can see I've set up these new rows. So our slag will be there. I've moved the preferred cover up front, and then I redeployed the turrets. I wasn't able to redeploy this one because it's under construction, but I'll put it there when it goes there. So that way the turrets will be up here. Now that doesn't solve the problem that we had before, where when I brought my pawns in here, that made them closer than the turrets. But the problem that it should solve is a charge rifle from back here can reach to this row. So there will be no cover here. They'll run up here and they'll take cover behind this row, and that'll be at the extent of my charge rifle's range, but most of them will run forward from hopefully they'll come in one row. But even if they don't, even if my charge rifle guys just stand here worthless, I'll just remove this row in the next round, and then I guess we'll have these chairs and stuff, but I could always move the chairs and leave the traps, put the chairs in the middle or something. Doesn't matter. I also put some light bulbs in there. Obviously, they've destroyed the lights that I started with. If not prior, definitely during that last battle with all the incendiary shells going off. So I put some light bulbs in, which are real beneficial. I'd also forgotten to cover the roof on top of these cubby holes, so I went ahead and put the roof on there. Now, what I do like about this, for like if we get a tribal raid, or even just pirates, the pirates are going to come up here, and I can have my guys hidden back here, and they can pop out at the right time. This will especially be beneficial when we have like 16 pawns or something, you know, so I can fill up that area and then have them pop out from over here and over here. So I'm hoping this will work out. I still like the basic idea of this design, but the flaw here was that I had set up the refuge area too far back. If you recall, I think I originally had it set to where it was going to go back to here. So I'm glad I didn't go through with that. But this shouldn't take very long for everybody to move around. So we're going to let it go here. And also Kimmy, I seem to remember, she has an infection. And she's on a not a rampage, but a daze. Psychotic wandering. And I was considering arresting her, but I think what I'm going to do is let her go, because when I was rewatching the last video, she went from a minus 20, from like a 17% to, you know, whatever she's at now, 70-something%. It was in a pretty short period of time. So I think she's going to strip off all of her clothes. And, oh yeah, if she goes to extreme infection, she will fall down. So all I got to do is rescue her when she falls down. And I think she's close enough to having immunity to where, as long as I rescue her and get her back into a hospital bed, she will survive. So you get to watch me roll the dice with my pawn's lives. See how that turns out. Cannon down here is building some art. Just steady art building. Oh, that's right. I started up this new building there. I think I had forgotten to put a roof zone over the new wood stockpile, though, so I need to take care of that. And I think I put a wood stockpile down here, so that's mostly under a roof. But now it's completely under a roof, so I don't have to worry about that. I need to get that constructed still. What do we got here? Small sculpture. This carving portrays a... Sorry, I want to get rid of these things first. This carving portrays a clown sitting on a table holding a shiv. Well, that's topical. The work is infused with the idea of thirst and is done in a folksy style. The smiling head of an acrobat watches over all. Interesting. Beauty of 70. So that's pretty good for a small sculpture. I could continue trying to boost up. This does seem like the most effective room to boost right now. It's got everybody's bedrooms off of it. When I have to go to a second building, it's going to diffuse the power of my art. On the other hand, I wouldn't mind having some other room slightly improved. But you know what? Let's focus on making one really nice room for now. How's Kimmy holding up? Okay, well, I guess her going to an extreme infection is not going to cause her to fall down. Her immunity is going up still, so that's nice. And her consciousness is not dropping. Alright, well I think we're going to be okay. Oh, hey. Colonist needs rescue. What are you doing, Greg? Just walking around stoned? You're hauling, oh, you're going to grab her clothes? And Kramer is already rescuing you. Where's Kramer at? You know what? Greg is closer, Kramer. Alright, oh, just in time. Move this to its new home. Or at least tell it to be moved to its new home. Wow, they moved those, all those stones pretty quick. So you were going to go there, right? Is Kimmy going to survive? 97%. Her health is still good, right? Oh, maybe not. That'd be a real shame if she died through my own stupidity after, who was it that died earlier from the plague because she was running around outside of bed doing chores and whatnot. I was so mad then. This would be my just desserts, but I think she's just gained her immunity. So nice job, Kimmy. You pulled through. Survived several health risks. Major break risk. That's probably Kimmy. Yeah. Kimmy, what are you so upset about? Those are all reasonable, but you're gonna overcome most of those things pretty quickly. I should get a television in that hospital so they don't all get that joy deprived. Every little bit helps. Of course, having money to buy the television would be the first step. It's frustrating because I have a lot of resources buried in the nearby hills and stuff. But if I were to take the time to go through and mine up those resources, then there would be other tasks that wouldn't get done. It's all about priorities, I guess. Obviously, moving these pots, not much of a priority. I guess not when you have a turret to be built. And let's try flicking the switch down there instead of just throwing our electricity away. How are we holding up, though? It looks like the electricity is holding up even with the turrets turned on. And a smelter drawing power, too. I forgot all about that. That's like 250 watts or something. 700 watts! Wow. Wow. I didn't realize it was that high. 120, I knew that. Cooking bench is like 350. More than I thought I remembered. This one is what I thought. Yep, 200. Wow. Food's looking good. Still not going into our overflow stockpile though. So I'm not, you know, I'm not going to throw a party yet or anything. I guess I can butcher up a buffalo though and let them build some more fine meals. I did get around to getting all this leather out of here, did I? I think I was doing that when the last battle broke out. Sure enough, the leathers are all ugly. Bulk goods trader. Well, I could do with that. Go off. Turn most of the stuff off. Not that one though. Where's our bulk good trader friend? There he is. Come on. There we are. Get on over there and make us a deal, Flay. Should sell that hair meat. Always buy components. Could get rid of some of this cloth. I don't know. I like leathers, but they're so expensive. It's a you're not really going to make any money off of it, and I feel like you can do pretty well building. I mean, like, it's not like I'm running out of stuff to build clothes with. Admittedly, leather gives you much better clothing quality. You can see the modifiers. You know, this elk hide gives you great modifiers against sharps are bullets and knife stabs. Like, this is how you lose arms, is from sharp attacks. So, you know, 150% armor is pretty great, you know, whereas cloth doesn't give you any bonus at all on that. So, you know, it's nice to, and then every leather has a different, although it seems like most of them are at 150%. Devil Strand has the best. I think it's at like 200%. But anyways, it's expensive, and you can't really sell. You can't make a profit selling clothes off of these. And a lot of times, you're going to have higher quality clothing that you've made from just the random leather that you collect. So I tend to stick with that. I got plenty of that, anyways. I can build just about anything, at least one of just about anything. How much money do I have? I have 700. I can't really sell any joints. Jade used to be really worthless, but now that there's deep drilling, it's worth holding on to. You can usually get enough jade to build a statue pretty late in the game. May not sound like much, but it makes for a really nice statue. Too bad there's a cap on beauty of 1,000 because you should be able to build a much better jade statue than a 1,000 beauty statue. I don't like buying clothes already made. That would fit in with the complaints I was just talking about, buying scraps of clothing. I have this gold that I bought for apparently no reason. Maybe I'll be able to build a gold statue later. I don't know that I've ever been to that point. But I'll spend 300 gold, make sure there's nothing else I should be buying here. I don't want any of your lousy animals. I've done chickens before, and they do make for great food source, and they're really easy to take care of for the most part. You kind of have to micromanage their eggs and the chicks, but basically if you separate the males from the females, you give yourself like an endless source of food if you keep like 2 males and 2 females in one area and then separate all the rest. But it's a lot of work. And you got to go grow a bunch of grass for them to eat off of. Maybe they've improved that to where you can feed them with other things. You can probably feed them with chicks. But I'm just going to leave it as it is. Alright, we're good. We're good. Infestation. Well, I should have cleared the braces out. But the good news is I can fight this infestation very, very easily. So I don't have to worry about how that's going to go. Looks like I'm just going to say everybody's in good shape, whether they are or not. We're going to just draft everybody. And hopefully... Oh, that's right. I moved my weapons stockpile out here. So if anybody doesn't have weapons... See, I learned from our last infestation, or maybe the previous one before that, where they spawned on top of our weapons. But I think everybody is properly armed, and I think that, but it's not the case. So let's get you properly armed. And you're a pacifist, so that's worthless. Well, you don't have a gun either. What do we have down here? Oh, well, I'm guessing that a poor 88% is better than a normal 36%. Seems a fair guess. I think the percentage thing is the most important part. I don't really need all these melee, so I know I have some switch hitters in here somewhere. Let's just look at them directly. You're pretty worthless. Nope, not really. But I'm gonna have you do it anyways. So let's have you drop that, and we'll have you drop that as well. And we're gonna center on you, so I can unforbid that. And then we're gonna have you pick up that gun or pistol, as it were. Oh boy. Yikes. Right, well, we're going to find out how lousy that normal charge rifle is. And I guess I didn't tell everybody else where to go. So just go up here, I think. Should be safe for now. And the rest of you... You can go hold that door open. But you go up there too. You two can go up there now. And you two as well. And yes, I will micromanage your pathing, so you don't like walk through there or something. Should be not surprising. I'm going to go ahead and queue up the mining for this, even though it's still a little while away. That way we don't run into a similar situation. So these guys are only going to go so far from their colony before they turn back. I don't know how far that is exactly, but I'm guessing it's probably about here. So I think I'm going to advance up to there, but to start with, a lot of times I advance too much at the beginning, and that's how pawns die during infestations. So I'm not going to advance that far yet. I'm just going to stick with where I'm, stick with right here. And then we will see what happens. We'll see where they turn back. I know this is going to be safe. So I'm going to send Vasilisa up here, and she will draw somebody out. And you always want to make sure you do this with one of your shielded pawns. That way, when they get caught in the crossfire, they don't get killed. There we go. Come on. And... Whoa, it's turning around already? Vasilisa, not enough of a target for you or something? What's going on there? They're using my tactics against me. They're going to get me to come forward, and then they're going to charge. Hey, I'm the one who's supposed to be faking you guys out here. See, I knew I got him too close. Run away! You too, Kramer. Run away, I say. Ah, come on now. That could have been unfortunate. Well, so that's too close, which luckily I caught it in time. I think this will probably be alright. It was weird that they wouldn't come up there in the first, when I first came down there, though. I wonder why they did that. Let's see if Vasilisa can get them to come up this time. Come on, little stinky bugs. Come and get me. Look, I'm just dancing. Seriously. More than a mega scarab. You're not really, you're not scary. That big one is scary though. See, he turned around already. So maybe he's from one of the lower colonies or something. And he's going to turn around there too. Well, patience has never hurt anybody in this game. So let's just rush in like this. I think that would be the smartest approach. Come on now. Here, insecty, insecty, insecty. There we go. Come and get me. Neener, neener. Oh, come on now. Wow. Well, that's, you know, I'm not going to complain if you want to take a nap, you stupid insect. But you should be... Whoa, jeez. Must be really tired. I don't think I've ever seen that kind of behavior before, and now he's willing to run all the way. He's going to go all the way, too. So strange. Why does he turn around at that corner and then want to keep going? Yeah, this is dangerous. I should be more patient. Oh, did you get shot? Jeez, come on. You guys are the worst. And that one guy who's left is sleeping, huh? Well, I guess you're going to have to go take him out the old-fashioned way, up close. Get that out of the way. You guys should just come start attacking this hive. Oh, that got the bug's attention. See if we can draw him out. So I wouldn't recommend these kind of heroics. You know the patience and stuff that I showed at the very beginning for like the first 2 bugs that I killed? It's pretty easy to just keep doing that. But if you want to make it more exciting... Oh, I forgot all about those guys. Where were they? Anyways, yeah, if you want to make it more exciting, you can take the fight to the bugs, but then you're really putting your pawn's life into your hands, because they die pretty easily. Oh, there's an infestation, pretty easily handled. Doesn't look like any serious injuries. Bunches of bites, cuts, and so forth. No friendly fire accidents of any kind. We're not going to look ever again at those injuries, but I can assure you that there were no friendly fire accidents in Greg's hand with a survival rifle. Absolutely didn't happen. That was a flawless execution of an infestation, fighting off an infestation. So I appreciate you watching that, and I hope you enjoyed it. Now we're going to get back to normal progress on constructing and moving junk around in the kill box. More not undercover wood. Also, why did I put that outside? A strange decision. Oh, I didn't. That's wood that I bought. Okay, well then it's not as strange of a decision as I thought it was. Like to see that. I would I'd like to see. That moved over there because it's really irritating having it right next to it like that. Why would they move the potted plants first? There we go, thank you. Apparently complaining this game is like voice activated. Thank you for moving those. Now what am I going to do with the remaining debris that I have around? You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Actually, I should let them carry it over. Nope, this area is pretty full. So I'm going to set up a area outside here that will slow the bad guys down. So all I need to do is that. And then I'll set another one up like that. And then we'll just copy from here. Because why not? Make it slower for them to get in, a little slower for them to get out. If you have animals that walk in a stack, having to cross over those, like boom rats are the perfect example of animals that walk in a stack. Having to go over chunks like that kind of helps separate the stacks out. I don't really understand why that happens, but I've always considered boom rat manhunter packs to be overpowered, so I don't mind that this kind of is an exploit that makes them a more reasonably powered enemy. Until I kind of figured this out, and I don't know that this will survive a boom rat manhunter pack. But if it's anything's gonna, it's the stones and stuff in this will definitely help out. The last time I dealt with a boom rat pack, I had a nice swamp kill box, and that's real handy because stuff doesn't catch on fire inside of a swamp, so I didn't have to worry about it as much. I do not have that in this one. But I could put wood tiles. That's what I really should do, is put wood tiles down in here. Of course, I don't have any wood. I could do steel or concrete or something along those lines. I forget that concrete is actually a pretty cheap flooring option. Good, my little defensive areas are being set up. Still really falling behind on crafting. I do have somebody down there cutting stones, so at least some work is getting done on it. How, is there anything favorable about our... No, but it's not hideous. What's that minus 41? What's going on there? Bug blood. Well, that'll get cleaned up. Everything else is pretty nice in there, though. Get a little piece of art or something in there. How's my construction? I think I was just talking about how great the construction was doing. Do I need to get this built? How? Well, I mean, it must be important, or else I wouldn't have built the shell. I was thinking about polishing the floor in here. Let's do it. I can set everybody to a high priority. Just get this room knocked out. Won't take too long. It's good. Good way to train up your constructors. Actually, what I should do is let Kramer do it all. Well, how about this guy too, Kramer, and then we'll give Shu a break. Shu can take off construction for a while, and we'll let the noobs polish those floors and train up their construction a little bit. I'm usually not one to do specific training, but that seems like a good idea. And it also seems like a good opportunity to put in a cut. So I hope, whoa, jeez. I live here in Oregon, so, you know, not as big a deal here, but a lot of places I know of, this would be a dream come true. Bunch of smoke leaf just falling from the sky. If you've enjoyed watching my video, be sure to like it and subscribe if you haven't done so. Tell your friends about it. Bring it up sometimes when people ask what fun videos are to watch. And what's the other thing I say to do? Oh yeah, leave comments, and I will comment with you. Some guy left a snarky comment on one of my other videos, and I responded pretending that I thought he was trying to be helpful. So I guess if you want to play that game, we could do that, but I'd rather have sincere conversations. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.